What's that? No, sir, not yet. We have to send now. Done, sir. I have sent the link to madam. Which link, sir? I have mailed also.
For him to please occupy the front row seats. Please and please settle down before the chief gets talking. Make sure your mobiles are silent mode. Already arrived. Please settle down.
And stage itself won't be. Then
I request everyone to be seated. The chief guest will start and they're on their way to each place. Mobile phones should be on silent mode. So please do not use your cell phones while in the auditorium. And this whole session is expected to take about 60 to 80 minutes. We know that some of you may have not had your lunch, some of you may be free. We'll make sure that these things wrap up pretty quickly, but please bear with us until then. Thank you.
Today, Pungu is doing exercise. Like it seems that sitting not impressed when it comes to skills. It is sad music around.
So, these by the front seats, the back door will be locked to the entire duration.
అయ్యయ్యో!
So, wants to leave first can be allowed to as a by the back seats.
211 GB free is there, sir. We have to change this thing.
First, he by the front seats.
We have to change it, sir. But without stopping this thing with your heart. For the what's the sorry, what you are okay, going on. Audio, kept this mic and that mic, sir, so that we can cut off noise easily. But should we give only one mic? What do you think? I kept talks on next time. So clear only, no?
I request the audience to please rise. Will Shri speak it? Together is a beginning. Keeping together is a process. Working together is a process. Very hearty good afternoon to all the dignitaries on organized, chairman, participants, and all attendees. We are gathered here for the inaugural ceremony of the second National Moot Court Competition. Before we begin the inaugural ceremony, may I invite Dr. P.L. Narasimharajugaru, sir, Chairman, the Oxford Educational Institutions, welcome our honorable chief guest, Justice Shri K.L. Phaneendra, to the inaugural ceremony, Doctor of Gratitude for gracing the ceremony with his presence. Request Chairman, sir, to welcome our guest of honor, Dr. Suresh, Shri, Nadagoudar, sir, to the inaugural ceremony, and the Doctor of Gratitude for gracing the ceremony with his presence. Thank you, sir. Now, Madam Principal, to welcome Dr. S.N.V.L. Narasimharajugaru, Chairman, the Oxford Educational Institute, to the ceremony. I request Madam Chaitra Ma'am to come to welcome Madam Principal to the event. Extend a warm welcome to each one of you to the inaugural ceremony of the second late Shri S.Narasaraugaru Memorial National Moot Court Competition. I am Hema Shamba, inaugural ceremony of the Upalokayukta University organizing committee. Prayer. So we begin the ceremony with prayer. Request the dignitaries on the hands tonight to come forward and lead us with the lighting of the lamp. This auspicious ritual symbolizes enlightenment, knowledge, and wisdom. We also have among the audience and faculty from the department. I request the principal manager welcome them to the event. That's all. Thank you, ma'am. Now, Paul's choir will be very the institution song. Thank you. That was beautiful. 10,000 hour rule. The idea behind this rule is that it takes approximately 10,000 hours to master a skill. That's 8 hours a day, 5.5 years of hard work. We must spend at least those first 1,000 hours moving, practicing. Every art spent mooting takes back floating dramatic figure to the dinner of madness. Journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Last year, a remarkable chapter was created in the history of the Oxford College of Law when the first late Shri S.N.V.L Memorial National Moot Competition was hosted under the vision, leadership, and guidance of our chairman, Sir. Bright praise from different law schools in action. And we are proud to carry forward that legacy as we host the second National Moot Court competition today. Speak today, the lawmakers and honorable courts are having various discussions and deliberations on how to make artificial intelligence serve mankind better and not to eliminate the perils stemming from the misuse of these tools in the hands of students and criminals. We've all heard about the recent developments with regards to the perils of dangers of deepfake and all this makes this topic one of the most pertinent one for a discussion. This year, the Moot proposition provides the mooters and researchers an opportunity to delve deep into the unknowns of the world wars of artificial intelligence or technology. To say the next couple of days is going to be interesting is just an understatement. While it has taken weeks of preparation and uncountable hours to get to this day, I'm sure it's these moments where we wait seem the longest and the hardest. So without further ado, I request Nisha to welcome Madam Principal Dr. Pragnya Patil to commence the event. Thank you, Hema. Good afternoon, everyone. Shri from Final BLLB. It's my pleasure to introduce you to our principal, Dr. Pragnya Patil, eminent academician with rich experience in the field of legal education. Scholar in form of research, students and staff of the College of Law. Dr. Pragnya Patil is a gold medalist, a holder, with PhD for a research on law and into e-commerce. He has been a motor and has won Best Lady Advocate and Best Family Award with the different national level moods. He has participated in about 11 national level competitions as a student. With more than 9 years of teaching experience, he has trained many more teams in the sector various platforms on moot courts and cyber laws, including lectures at various district level advocates bar associations in association with Karnataka State Bar Council. He is an environmental enthusiast and one of our coordinator previously Green Royal Environmental Club and has been actively participating in environmental conservation activities. Similar goal her subjects of interest being cyber laws, environmental law, or subjects like land laws, CPC, international law, and law. Further, she has published many articles and has presented and participated at various international and national level seminars and conferences. She was selected to present in the conference on the new subjects of protection by signing online November 2022. November has been published on a chapter in a book titled The Consumer Law and Practice, Issues and Way Forward. We are thrilled to have our beloved principal here today to share some wisdom and motivation. Let's welcome our principal to the stage with a big round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, faculty members, participants, and distinguished judges. Good afternoon. It is with great pleasure and enthusiasm that I welcome you all to our institution, the Oxford College of Law, and in the journey of legal action, advocacy, and intellectual rigor. Today marks the commencement of late Shri S.N.V.L Memorial set fascinating for competition in 2020, an event that not only showcases the talents and dedication of Indian artists, but also fosters an environment of healthy competition and scholarly pursuit. I deem it my privilege to welcome our chief guest, a great jurist himself, Honorable Justice Shri K. Phaneendra, Upalokayukta, Karnataka, with you to this event. Our scholar is uncompleted human ray, Dr. Shri Nadagoudar. This University Law College and Department of Studies in Law, University, Bangalore. Sir, I welcome you to this event. I am not very privileged institution, chairman of the Oxford Education Institutions, Dr. S.N.V.L. Narasimharajugaru. As principal of this institution, I'm honored to stand before such an august gathering of legal luminaries, distinguished guests, members, and students from across the nation. The competition is not merely a test of legal knowledge and skills, it is a celebration of the spirit of inquiry, documentation, it is a platform where theory meets practice, where legal principles are brought to life through advocacy and rigorous analysis. To all participating teams, I extend my heartfelt congratulations for earning the opportunity to showcase your talents at the national level. Your hard work, dedication, and commitment to the study of law have no figure. That the next few days will be testament to the excellence that defines your legal education. I welcome you all to this inaugural function. To our judges, I express my gratitude for your willingness to lend us expertise and discernment. Your and the performance of participants is integral to the learning experience that this competition provides. Your insights will not doubt confident the role of the development of these young legal professionals. I will know. I would also like to welcome all the faculty members, teaching and non-teaching staff, the student volunteers, and all of you present here in this inaugural event. Thank you. Thank you very much, ma'am. Say without a captain, well, it may say it's not very long from the class. It's important to have steers everything. We are waiting to lead. Leader, President Chairman, Dr. S.N.V.L. Narasimharajugaru, sir, is what the country faces with the reality today. I now request Preeti Chandal to introduce and formally welcome Chairman Sir to the ceremony. Good afternoon to all of you present, the dignitaries on the stage, members of the faculty, management team of the Oxford Group of Institutions, and my student friends who come here from different parts of the country. I'm Preetam Shanbal, I'm a LLB student at the Oxford College of Law. I have the privilege today and pleasure of introducing a very special dignitary today, a true visionary, an exemplary educationist, and a leader with extraordinary foresight is perhaps how I would like to describe our chairman, Dr. S.N.V.L. Narasimharaju sir. Let's give a big round of applause. So if you look back in history, Oxford Group of Institutions had a very humble beginning with a nursery school that taught in Kannada and English as mediums in the 1970s, to be precise, 1974. And since then, the group of institutions has grown leaps and bounds under the chairman's dynamic leadership. Institutions. Over 26,000 plus students spanning science, engineering, law, and management. So that's a lot of credit to the children. So not just education, social responsibility, and giving back to the society has to be at the forefront of our children's growth and development agenda. To quote a few examples, free dental healthcare services and curative treatments. Just pause there until we get the electricity back. Hmm. Yeah, we have a minor technical glitch. Okay, we're back now. Thanks to all those who had the cell phone lights. Well, so as I was saying, am I audible? To quote a few examples, free dental healthcare services and curative treatments will save more than 300 patients every day at Oxford Dental College. And very beneficial for the poor laborers that are working in factories that are located in areas like Bomanali, Sanjapur, and Attibele, Notaras. Healthcare services are also being provided, including consultation and treatment to the rural people that are staying in these villages. Apart from that, Chairman Sir is also involved in many philanthropic activities to healing families in the state of Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, and Karnataka. And most recently, an accommodation facility was built in Tilmala for all the pilgrims that travel from Karnataka to the, over the last 4 decades, he has held positions of increasing leadership responsibility as executive committee member of Karnataka Private Core Graduate Colleges Association, executive member of All India Management Association, and the secretary of Management of Independent CBSE School Association, and the list is long if I were to read off. Among many recognitions and accolades that are worth mentioning, something that happened in the month of July this year. As I was reading the newspaper with a bunch of students and colleagues of mine, Chairman was awarded an honorary doctorate by the Karnataka State Open University. And for those of us who met and spoke that day, his photo on the left side was leading me to the earlier in the third. We like to extend our heartfelt gratitude to him for promoting the cause of education and for relentlessly working to change the landscape of education as a visionary, as a pioneer in legal education, and an entrepreneur in transforming the domain of education. And with that, I would like now to invite him on stage to share his perspectives with us. So please, you can come and explain yourself. Good afternoon to one and all of us here. Dignity on the dais with respect. The chief guest of today's function, Honorable Justice Shri Phaneendra, Upalokayukta of Karnataka. It's a great honor and an immense feeling to have you on this very auspicious day where we are all gathered here in second national moot court competition in this temple of learning. I immensely thank you on behalf of my staff, myself, the trustees of Oxford Group of Institutions, the Children's Education Society, for accepting the invitation and gracing today's function. It's a great honor and an immense feeling to have the guest of honor, Dr. Suresh V. Nadagoudar, the principal and dean, University Law College, Department of Studies in Law, Bangalore University. So his presence makes happiness and a great honor. He is a person who is very keenly observing the growth of multiple group of institutions. When he was in the Bangalore University, we had an honor of having this great personality for one of the convocation we celebrated here. Sir, I immensely thank you for accepting the invitation and listening to today's function. Dr. Pragnya S. Patil, the principal of the Oxford College of Law, dedicated teaching fraternity, the non-teaching staff, the physical education teachers, the well-wishers, heads of the Oxford Education Institution, the parents, and a lot of honor and a lot of happiness. Delegates, participants from different colleges, and my dear Shri students, it gives me so much of happiness. On this day, Friday, we are all gathered here. We should always remember one of the greatest personality the Children's Education Society had, the Oxford group of institutions. It was so nice to listen, and I was so proud. One of my students gave a very comprehensive information about how this institution started and developed. Hearing from a students' community, it brings a lot of happiness. S.Narasaraugaru, the founder chairman of the Children's Education Society, after his 10th standard, he wants to go for higher studies. His parents belongs to a former family, did not allow him to go for further doing education. This person left his house, got into a lorry which was parked on the main road. He was not knowing where he was landing. This lorry landed into Hosur bus stand. This person slept, sold film magazines, sold newspapers, and made money for himself. Slept in this bus stand for so many nights. And after making money, actually his ambition was to do law. That is why I emphasize and I always bring the law students. He's a great inspiration, a great personality. After making money and joined TCH and teaching profession in a village studying. And it is his vision in 1974. He seems to have started for students and teaching. You all heard how we develop. A lot of people are putting a lot of efforts, especially the teachers, the teaching professional people who have contributed a lot to this institution come to this stage. We are today. So one thing I would like to emphasize on this occasion, the Karnataka school, which was started in 1974, even today, we run this institution. 800 students study in this institution. We have built a very beautiful building in comparison with the CBS and the ICC school in the state. And these schools are very capable and they are progressing. They are very, very developed and very competitive in this. And they participate in all the events and they prove themselves that they are the best in the school education. This is what I always enjoy and encourage to do it whenever I stay with these community students. Yes, coming to today's function. In the name of S.Narasaraugaru, we are organizing this Moot court competition. This is the second Moot court competition where we are all gathering. This personality, this person wanted to do how. He did not allow him at that point of meeting. When he started, we are giving equal importance to this law of college. I know you are all aware when you get into the Oxford.edu. We run 36 group of institutions. Latest addition is the Oxford Medical College Hospital and Research Center. We are so we started this. It's very, very complicated to start this medical college. He took a very bold step to start because of his commitment and hard work, dedication. But we did not go through this, pass through this. We went through a very rough weather. We lost him in this process. That gave us a lot of feelings, and we took it as a very challenge. And it was the dream of each and every child under the Children's Education Society. What a great vision. He named this society as a Children's Education Society. Any other you would have named on name or their father's name or a children's name. But we named the society as Children's Education Society. See that usually, in ambition of each and every child of this children's education society and also of institution to come out with this competitive world and very far, to come out with a mental as rough weather, bounce back. And today, we also need a college and hospital is the center. We need all. We went through we went for a recognition. We got 150 seats recognized, and we went to go went for visa in 18 subject categories. Parent all needs for sanction, all needs well for recognition. I, I know the capacity of my teaching fraternity. We will definitely work on this, and all the 18 subjects will be recognized in this. Already, results are out. All the students who went for examining what we are waiting for one more. When we go for evidence, there are two inspections. One is examination inspection. That examination inspection we are through. Then the infrastructure inspections. Later, it is a surprise inspection which will come. We are waiting for that inspection. And we are yes. Again, there is a 650 crores of rupees. It is a 40 acres land. It's wonderful. The clinical materials, as he was student was pronouncing that we are giving very comprehensive dental clinic, dental treatment in our research dental college. Started in 1992, sir. One of the biggest dental college in our country and the best rated dental college in our the we wanted to maintain the same standards and giving the same opportunities to the other group of institutions. It's competition. Today is inaugural. Tomorrow and day after tomorrow, we will be having the valedictory function on Sunday at 2 o'clock. The participants, I really congratulate you for taking this decision in participating in this event. Your stay here for these 3 days will be very constructive, very fruitful. In the place, I think few of you would have come from different parts of the country. I welcome all of you to the Garden City. It's a very nice place to live. The weather is beautiful. The people are privileged and very cooperative. They're very passionate. People, I think you will experience this Bangalore City and this Oxford institution meet expectations. It's wonderful that you accepted this. I know you participate and learn. You feel and learn. You observe and learn. You study and learn. I feel that in this learning process, the greatest process of learning is you participating and contributing and learning. I think this will be very important in all of you. Develop your personality. I want each one of you to change from a person to personality. I want each of you to build up your personality. You stand out as the best field of any profession you take as the best, and you are available to this very competitive world. My students are very interesting that in these 2 days you will observe. I think from last 30, 35 minutes, you would have observed the potential in my students from this game. I think you will have a different experience in these students. It will be highly experience. I think Jaffa was very keenly observing kind of what it is, the flow, what my teachers and the students are getting from bringing to these expectations. It's a wonderful feeling, and we have very experienced people us who are very dedicated to your profession, and we human beings also to listen to those people who will be addressing you. Thank you, organizers, for giving me this wonderful opportunity to be here on this occasion. You are all, I know, uh, I expected my mother to be here because she was preoccupied with her son. And with the blessings of Sri S.Narasaraugaru, I pray Almighty to sprinkle His best of wishes in all your endeavors and be a very progressive and a very constructive personality in your future and bring only to your parents and to the family. Thank you. Thank you.
You, sir. We're both very proud and grateful to be part of this esteemed institution. It's like I am. The story of late Shri S.N.V.L. Time the chairman speaks of him, and it's also the way he speaks of him. So inspiring and moving. His story is a manifestation of the proverb. It's his perseverance that has resulted in this marvel of an institution. His love for education and providing affordable education is something we're all looking for. Thank you, sir, for sharing the glimpse of this enormous impact you impact. We are blessed to have among us today our esteemed chief guest for the inaugural ceremony in the name of law. Shri and Phaneendra, sir, and I request Akshara with you to introduce and formally welcome Justice K. and Phaneendra, sir, to the inaugural ceremony. I'm actually the DLP. I'm honored to present the list of the panel. Cylinder communities. Separate government public service. Honorable Justice Shri K. N. Phaneendra. Born in Korattikere, Honorable Justice Shri K. N. Phaneendra educational journey commenced in government schools. Graduation in BSc from the Government Science College in Tumkur. Further enriched the creative acumen through studies at Vidyodaya Law College in Tumkur, affiliated with the Bangalore University. The year 1985 witnessed Sir enrolling as an advocate with Karnataka State Bar Council. The formative years in the legal profession were marked by tenure in the office of legal luminaries, Shri M.S. Rajendra Prasad and Shri Subramania Swamy, were Sir honed with expertise in civil, criminal, and miscellaneous law. In acknowledgement of the proficiency, Sir is a part-time assistant professor at Vidyodaya Law College from 1988 to 1998, contributing to the development and professional development of aspiring legal minds. Over the years, Honorable Justice Shri Phaneendra judicial services spanned various districts, including Bangalore, Shimoga, Udupi, and Haveli. Administrative acumen was demonstrated during the tenure as a secretary to Honorable Chief Justice of the High Court of Karnataka. More, so significantly shaped legal disclosure and practice was Judge and the Director of the Bangalore Mediation Center from 2009 to 2012. Following this, committed to public service extended to the role as Principal Secretary for Law, Justice and Human Rights, the Government of Karnataka, from February 2012 to May 2013. Judicial prowess continued as a principal district and seventh judge in Belgaum until October 2013, when Sir was elevated as a judge in the High Court of Karnataka. Honorable Justice Shri Phaneendra Sir has significantly enriched the legal disclosure to his insightful contributions to seminars and conferences. As a resource person, it is a matter of immense pride that Sir was bestowed with the prestigious Karnataka State Award in 2009. Exceptional contribution to profound judgments delivered in Kannada. The international engagements include participation in conferences on mediation in New Delhi and Bhubaneswar, as well as an international conference on forensic science services in Mysore. Having retired from the office of Judge of the High Court of Karnataka in May 2020, Honorable Justice Shri Phaneendra assumed the charge of Honorable Upalokayukta on March 2022, making a continued dedication to a public service. Beyond the legal realm, Sir finds solace in reading, singing, listening to music, and playing cricket. In conclusion, Honorable Justice Shri Phaneendra Sir stands as a pattern of legal excellence. Sir's journey is a shining testament to an unwavering commitment to justice, extensive contribution to legal education and public service. We extend our best legacy to the pride of Honorable Justice Shri Phaneendra Sir invaluable contribution to the legal fraternity. The immense dedication and unwavering pursuit of justice left an indelible mark on the Indian legal system, inspiring numerous aspiring lawyers and judges. So, has become a guiding light, paving the way for more just and equitable society. Without a doubt that Honorable Justice Shri K. Phaneendra legacy will continue to inspire and shape the future generations of legal professionals in India. Thank you, sir. We're privileged to have you with us today. Without further ado, I humbly request you to please take over the dice. Thank you.
Correct? ಹ್ಮ್. ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲೇ ಮಾತಾಡೋದು. ಆದ್ರೆ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ದಿವಸ ಸುಮಾರು 24 ಕಾಲೇಜುಗಳು ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಅ, ರಾಜ್ಯಗಳಿಂದ ಬಂದಿರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಇವತ್ತು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡಿದ ಬಹುಶಃ ನಾನು ಏನು ಕೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ತಲೆ ಒಳಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ದಿರ ಮೇಲಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗೋ ಚಾನ್ಸಸ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರವಾಗಿ ಇವತ್ತೊಂದಿಸ ಅಥವಾ ವಿಷಯವನ್ನು ಮಾತ್ರ ನಾನು ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತೇನೆ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಕನ್ನಡ. The president of this Oxford Education institutions, and especially this particular function today, a great personality and the founder of about 56 institutions of different imparting education and trying to bring great personalities and contribute them for the cause of social justice and to the country at large. Mr. S.N.V.L. Narasimharajugaru, guest of honor, Dr. Suresh, Shri, Nadagoudar, and respected principal of Oxford College of Law, Dr. Pragnya S. Patil, and all the learned members of faculty and the principals of all the institutions of this Oxford schools, especially the students of law and the students of law who have come from all the way from different states to participate in this unique national level moot court competition. First of all, I must congratulate all of you for having chosen the law profession or law your professional journey. Secondly, I congratulate the students of law who have come from all the way from other states to participate in the court competition. It is said that the law profession is a noble profession. That's why I congratulated you that you have all selected the noble profession and render the best possible your contribution to the country, in turn to the society at large. My dear students, the institution like this, as we have heard from the mouth of Mr. Raju, how the institution has grown up to this level and how they have started from the grassroots to establish such a wonderful higher educational centers to cause the imparting education to the people at large. It is not an easy thing to start an education institution, and it is not further easy thing to impart value-based education to the students of that particular institution. The law itself is the law. Education itself is not an ordinary because lawyers will go everywhere, the law will go everywhere, and there is no place where we can say that law cannot go in that particular area. We have so many laws. Particularly, why the laws we have so much for the people at large? You see, once the child enter into the embryo sac of the mother, it needs protection. It needs nourishment from that time itself. till its death and perhaps even after death. So from the time the child enters into the memorial embryo sac of the mother until its death, it is to be protected in all the circumstances. Therefore, the laws are made mainly in three categories. Why I am telling all these things? Because lawyers have to understand this first. The law is principle. One has to understand before a person becomes a lawyer or enters into the law study. See, the law is of three categories mainly. We say the laws with reference to the protection of body. Whoever may be in our country or anywhere in any country, his body has to be protected from onslaught by others. Secondly, his property, his enjoyment, his respect to his property, and disposal of those properties according to his will and wish. Acquisition of properties according to his will and wish, legal. And thirdly, life is defined by the ethics in various decisions. Life is not an ordinary life. Life should be defined as a dignified. Again, what is dignified life? For that, the citizen of the country should get everything from the governments, respective governments. The governments are formulated on the basis of the basic principles of the constitution. Constitutional ambition is also is that while giving fundamental rights and fundamental duties of the governments, it is said that the government should give good administration, give laws giving rights and liabilities and disabilities, protect the people by means of those laws, implement those laws in proper manner. If there is any violation, why will you take the activities? Or when executives protect them through your judicial system. So you are part and parcel of judicial system. The lawyers are part and parcel of judicial system. Therefore, we must understand why we have to study law, why we have to equip ourselves to become the experts in a particular field. What is our obligation? What should be our contribution to the society? What contribution to our country? The equipment is a fundamental basic principle so far as the lawyers are concerned. One should always be equipped. I mean, try to acquire knowledge and for instant, wherever it is available. You must grab the opportunities. Students should grab the opportunities to acquire knowledge and store it, spend it for the benefit of the society. It is said that the country is full of varieties of people. Varieties of people means selfishness people are more when compared to the persons who are dedicated themselves for social help. So that is why the category of lawyers, the selection of lawyers, selection of judges by the God. Why? There are so many people in the country, most of people in this Karnataka state, but only few people are selected to study law. Few students are selected to study law. But among them, everybody will not become a lawyer. They will select their own ways of living. There are conditions of being study. And some people will become lawyers. Among them, some people will become judges. So what is the form of the profession? So learning process, as the president said, once you become a lawyer, you are ever forever you should be a student. Otherwise, you cannot survive in the profession at all. So, what contribution you can give back to the society or the institution? The institution will not expect anything more from you. The institution expects. There are four types of people: good people, very good people, ignorant people, and great people. At least you should become a good people, good person. But they expect every way of this college. 3%. 200%. Good people means they will not harm anybody. They will develop themselves. They will not help the society, but they will not cause any harm to the society. They are good people who are very good people. Very good people. They not only help themselves, but also help others. As far as for the excellent people for themselves to the cause of their profession, like lawyers, cause of justice, and they will dedicate themselves to something best out of their knowledge to the society. The last category, the great people are that they sacrifice their life to. They don't live for themselves. They live for others. They live for society. For the country. So that's the expectation of value in education. These institutions, as I have heard from all who have spoken earlier, that they are running medical education institutions, children's school, law school. So what the need of the society today? For that, education is absolutely necessary. The person is suffering from some ailment, some water. The person is suffering from ailment, but he will go to the doctor for his treatment. If a person is suffering from social ailment, social problems, he will go to a lawyer. That's why it is said that doctor is the general architect, architect of health. Lawyer is architect of the society. Everybody will go to a lawyer because he only, the people trust and believe that he can only save him from this bad feelings in society. So therefore, my dear friends, what you are earning or learning, earning in the sense not by way of money, earning is acquiring knowledge from this institution. Learning, learning not only education that you are important, that is value-based education. That your perception of society is different from that of an ordinary man. The society will give you more other person forward other importance. Because I have 15 years as a teacher, 15 years I have practiced as a lawyer, 7 years I worked as judge of High Court of Karnataka, and now since 1.5 years I am working as Upalokayukta. I have seen, I have seen various personal. I have attended innumerable functions. They have given a lot of respect to the loyal profession. Wherever we go and loyal, wherever we go and be judges, to any person, supply independent respect to them. Why? Because the expectation is more from us. Loyal will do something to the society. They will save the person. They will save the but they will save respect of a person. That's why The thing that that makes of law, one is complicated towards. You might have studied various laws, penal law, especially penal laws, which prescribe punishment whenever the human body is affected by someone. For example, murder. From that, there is protection. Prevention is there, and thereafter protection is there. Guilty will be punished. The second is acquiring of the properties. We have various laws. How to acquire the properties, how to enjoy the property. Nobody should interfere with such acquisitions and enjoyment of the property by the person who acquired, lastly, disposal of the property according to his own will and wish. Even after his death, his intentions will be implemented. If he leaves a will, that his intentions will come into picture only after his death. The last one is very important. That is the life of a person, status of a person, respect in this society. That is also fully protected. That's why we have seen in various newspapers that a suit for defamation is filed to protect the respect. Even you cannot unnecessarily blame a dead person. If anything is said against Mr. Narasimharajugaru, for example, because his name has taken the position in the society in such a manner that Narasimharajugaru, even though he is not there, but his name has acquired a corporate name. Nobody can blame, nobody can do anything to diminish the acquisition of status of that name in the society. If so, who are the persons who are going to be affected? His legal descendants or the persons who are affected. They can file a suit. Though the dead person is not available, you may be defaming the dead person, but the effect of that blame on the lineal descendants, which will give a right to them to fight against that defamatory statements. So you see, even after death, the body will be buried, body will be burned. If buried body cannot be excavated without the permission of a competent authority. So therefore you see, when the child enters into the embryo sac, its life is protected. Even after death, the dead body is protected till it completely mixes with the earth. So that is how the laws have been emanated, constituted for the protection of the people in that particular country. So those laws are to be implemented by the executives. Those laws can be enforced before the court of law. Wherever these legislators frames a wrong laws, or a law which is framed for a long time, it is in existence, it has become obsolete. And the way law requires an amendment, where new law we have to introduce, who has to help the legislators? You are the persons, the lawyers, the jurists, the judges. They are the persons who are recognized as the persons who can contribute a lot. What law is required to this country? What law is not required? And it should be removed from the statute books. That's why you might have read various decisions of the apex court. Once section 309 has been removed from the statute book of Indian Penal Code. Attempt to commit suicide. So if a person commits a suicide, if he is successful, God will punish him. If he is not successful, law will punish him. See, that's the Supreme Court has met with various
instances where it ordered no, it should be retained. It cannot be abolished. So like that way, why I am telling you is that the lawyer's contribution is very much necessary for the country. That's why this profession is called as noble profession. You have selected that profession, and I must congratulate all of you. All of you should become great personalities and contribute so much to the country. The second aspect, before I come into the major aspect of this moot court competition, I must tell you that nowadays the corruption has occupied a major position in our country. Wherever you go, corruption is playing its own role. It is the say of the people at large. Without corruption, nothing moves. Everywhere, wherever you go, corruption is there. Justice Santosh Hegde was the former Lokayukta and former judge of Supreme Court of India. Once he said that eradication of corruption is not at all possible. Eradication is not possible, but prevention is possible. That is why that act is called as Prevention of Corruption Act, not Eradication of Corruption Act. So prevention, wherever it is possible, you have to prevent that. That is why we have lot of public administration and good governance. Wherever this corruption creeps in, some institution should be there to combat it. So that is one of the institution is Lokayukta and another institution is judiciary. And the facilitators of these two institutions to combat corruption is lawyers. The lawyers are the persons, if they take this cause as one of the cause to be combated, definitely that can be prevented. If slowly you start preventing that, a day may come that there may be free corrupt India. Therefore, I will make use of this stage to call upon all of you as far as possible. Please maintain value-based life and don't be corrupt at any moment in your life. Take oath that I will not become corrupt throughout my life. I will try to prevent corruption wherever it is possible. Then automatically everything will go smooth. The next important aspect is, so far as these moot courts are concerned, why these moot courts are arranged for the students? What may be the reason for that? When we were studying, there were no moot courts at all. No seminars, nothing. Just going to the college, after the college hours, go back to the home. If you want to study, the student should wake up his mind, study, otherwise no. See, my experience, depending upon their family circumstances, my experience is that I was forced to join the law. I never intended to become a lawyer. But because of the family circumstances, and I could not get any seat in any professional courses, for your information. I could not get engineering seat, medical seat, because we were not in a position to afford to go to those colleges by paying some donations and other things. And also my marks were also not so good, so that I can get a free seat. So inevitably what I did was I joined law college. There was night college at that particular point of time. I joined night college. And my family circumstances was also so bad. My mother was suffering from heart attack. My father was already retired. There was no family was not so good to impart good education to me at that time. So I joined law in a very casual manner. I hardly attended the classes, and ultimately I took the examinations very casually. But for all the 3 years, for your information, don't follow me, don't practice this. I have all the 18 subjects to complete after my 3 years course. I have completed the course but not passed even a single subject. You might be astonished. What is this? Is such a person who has become a high court judge and now Upalokayukta, can it be believed that he has failed in all the 18 subjects? He has not passed 18 subjects in 3 years. The family background was like that. So thereafter, I took it as a challenge. Some incident happened in my family. One of my friend, I was already married by that time, and one of my friend came to my house and told me, you are very irresponsible. You are unable to pass even a single law subject. You will not survive in your life. You will make your wife's life also miserable. He told me like that. He was a lawyer by that time, my friend. So then it pinched me like anything. I took it as a challenge. And I took about 9 attempts in 3 years where I did not pass even a single subject. Thereafter, in 2 attempts, next to 2 attempts, I have passed all the 18 subjects. And thereafter, I joined an advocate's office. We were very hardly paid. And the survival itself was very difficult at that particular point of time. So we studied hard, survived like anything. That is why the circumstance will make a man to bring himself up and sacrifice everything. And that's why we are able to understand what is the society, what's happening in the society. So I thought that there may be so many people like me who may not be in a position to join any education, a good education institution, and become good people. So that is why I told you, I by chance I became a lawyer. But you are all not by means of chance joined the legal education. But your option is that. Your option is to become a lawyer. Your option is to become a law graduate to serve the society. So here I would like to say Moot court competition is nothing but to equip the students. At that time I told you that we were not having such facilities at all in the colleges also. You are having so much of facilities. So these educational institutions and also the society expects a lawyer to be competent to meet every circumstance, each and every situation in the court and also in the society. Because otherwise than the courts also, you have got a lot of responsibilities towards the society. So nowadays, Legal Services Authorities Act came into existence. It is meant to help the society at large. You are also part and parcel of that institution. You have to serve that institution throughout. Once you become a student of law, from that day itself it starts. So how you have to become a lawyer afterwards, how you can meet the contingencies in the profession, how you can help the judicial system, how you can help the society, how you can help the legislative activities, executive activities, judicial activities. For that you have to be equipped yourself. For that, the moot court competition is very, very helpful to all of you. Moot court, once you participate in the moot court, I have participated in so many moot courts. The participants are so well read, so well prepared to argue before the court. I felt sometimes that they are more educated than me. They are more prepared than me. They argued in such a manner, wonderful manner. They learned mannerism, how to present their case before the court, how to respect the other lawyer, how to respect the court judges, how to answer the queries of the judges, how to meet the other side's questions raised in this particular case. So if you are equipped with this, if you have become expert in this particular line, your reflex action will be so sharp, it will become so sharp. You can immediately answer anything to the opposite side or to the queries raised by the judges. You are not only educate yourself on the subject, you will educate yourself as to how to behave in the society, how to behave in the court. So that is why the moot court competitions are there, to make you educated with regard to your mannerisms in the court and how to study, how to prepare yourself. With reference to the preparation is concerned, for moot court preparation, that I could not able to study the entire moot problem. You have to now argue before the Supreme Court in a criminal appeal against the orders passed by the High Court in a bail petition. So what is an appeal, you have to understand first. How the trial court or the High Court has erred in passing such an order. What is the legal aspects involved in that particular case? We divide it into three. That is, one is law point, where on the basis of the law point itself, the entire case can be terminated. Second is mixed question of law and fact. So unless you use the factual aspect, you cannot use the law. So the facts must be mustered by the advocates. How you have to understand the facts means every word in that particular case should be memorized and it should be in your mind. What is the evidence available in that particular case? It should be stored in your mind. Before arguing a particular case, you must be a master of facts first. Then which law is applicable to those facts? How that law can be applied? Whether on the basis of legal point itself it can be thrashed out. That is preliminary question of law, what we call it as preliminary question of law. Second, the factual aspects, the presentation of the facts must be so good. It should not be so elaborate. You may have 25 pages synopsis, or you may have 25 pages of written arguments. If you go on reading the written arguments, judge he will not look at it, look at your face. It should be very crispy, very sharp, very short. When you are arguing before the Supreme Court, please presume the judges will come fully read. You go and sit in the Supreme Court. Whenever the argument starts with reference to a particular matter, judge will say every fact, judge will say every law. He will ask you the questions with regard to his queries. If you answer those questions, your case is, you won the case. So that is how the judges go fully prepared. If judges come fully prepared, how you should prepare yourself to answer the questions that may be put by the judge. So therefore, my dear friends, the law students, the preparation to the moot court is very, very important first. The facts, law, and how you present that there before the court of law. Even you may have a bad case. Don't worry about that. But what is your effort to bring that particular case, convert the good case, bad case into a good case? How many points are there in your favor? That should be highlighted. You must convince the judge. Try to convince the judge, but always bear in mind, don't try to confuse the judge. If you start confusing the judge, you will definitely lose something, you are losing something. So therefore, I hope and trust all the students who have gathered here will prepare yourself and you will learn something, earn something, and you will lose nothing when you are going back. The participation is very important. According to me, in moot court competition, all are winners. All are winners. You should participate in such an impression that I have learned everything from this moot competition so far as this subject matter is concerned. You have learned various students will present their case in a different manner. You will learn how best, efficiently this matter can be presented before the court. How I must prepare myself for the next moot court competition. How I must prepare myself when I jump into the profession. So all these things you will learn from this moot court competition. Last but not least, as I told you, that you are the social being. The people of the country have utmost faith in this profession. And our judicial system is having a wonderful foundation. You should see that edifice will not collapse at any point of time. You must build the institution and make this institution very strong as far as possible. That is why in one of the Sanskrit shloka it is said, Akashat patitam toyam yatha gacchati sagaram sarvadeva namaskaraha keshavam pratigacchati. That means every droplet of water which falls from the sky, what it will do? It will go back to the sea or ocean and it will join the water cycle later. But the inner meaning of that is it will not go simply and join the water cycle. It will feed the entire universe. It will do its responsibility. It will discharge its responsibility. And wherever need is there, it will fulfill it and then go back. Like that way, Sarva Deva Namaskara means every creature created by the God has got its own responsibilities. Either the responsibility is put on your shoulders by some organizations. If you became a professional or in an institution. For example, if you become a judge, the responsibility is put on you not only by yourself but also by law and the institution. If you are an engineer, if you are a doctor, government doctor, discharging his duty as a public servant or a government servant, the responsibility is put on you by the institution. But some people will put the responsibility on themselves. Whatever may be the nature of responsibility, whether you have taken up the responsibility on your own or put on by others, that you should discharge that. Before, that is, Sarvadeva Namaskaraha means every creature created by the God will go back to the God. Birth is not certain, but death is certain, but time is uncertain. Before going back, the question remains what you have done. So therefore, we have a lot of responsibilities. We say that debts are there to us. As soon you take birth, mother's debt. Father who imparted education and how to lifestyle, the lifestyle to his children, we have debt towards our father. That he is discharging it now, effectively, very efficiently. Not only debt of the teachers, who imparted not only the education for the particular profession, but also value-based education, and how to live in the society they are making you to understand. You have got debt to be discharged so far as teachers are concerned, not lastly debt of the society. All these persons are in the society only. If you are unable to discharge the debt of anybody, mother, father, or guru or teacher, if you discharge the debt of the society, it is said that all the debts are discharged. So therefore, bear in your mind, wherever you go, acquire knowledge, use it for yourself also, and then use it for the society to make our country a great country. And you should become a great personality to contribute not only to the institution, as he said, that you are not only bringing name to yourself, but also your parents, your institution, and not only that, to the entire country, name to the entire country. So I hope and trust that all of you will thrive towards becoming great personalities and very, very useful to our society. So thank you so much for calling me to this program and giving me this opportunity to inaugurate this Moot Court competition. I wish all the participants all the very best and participate in a sportive manner, learn everything from be cautious, concentrate and learn everything. What you see, what you practice before the court. Thank you so much.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸರ್. ಸರ್, ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗೆ ನೀವು ಇವತ್ತು ಮುಖ್ಯ ಅತಿಥಿಯಾಗಿ ಬಂದಿರೋ ಈ ಸಮಾರಂಭದಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮೊದಲ ಮಾತುಗಳನ್ನ ನೀವು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಮಾಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಎಷ್ಟೋ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಭರವಸೆ, ಒಂದು ಧೈರ್ಯ ಮೂಡಿಸಿದ್ದೀರಾ. ನನಗೂ ಸಹ ನಿಮಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಹೃತ್ಪೂರ್ವಕ ವಂದನೆಗಳು ಸರ್. Sir, your thoughts about the role of a government and the judicial system in protecting the welfare of its citizens and the obligation of the legal fraternity towards the society was profound and thought-provoking. Especially when you said a lawyer is an architect of the society, it highlights the importance we as lawyers must place on the needs of the society over our personal goals and our duty to prevent corruption. We take these lessons and we will forever carry it in our heart. Thank you once again, sir. We are also pleased to have today a distinguished personality in the field of law, Professor Dr. Suresh V. Nadagoudar, our esteemed guest of honor for the ceremony. I request Sonu to introduce and formally welcome Sir to the inaugural ceremony.
Thank you, Hema. Good afternoon, everyone present here. I am Sonu, student of final year BLLB. It is with great pleasure and privilege that I stand before you to introduce a distinguished personality in the field of law and academia, Professor Dr. Suresh V. Nadagoudar, sir. A luminary in the realm of legal scholarship and academic administration, Professor Nadagoudar, sir, has amassed a wealth of experience and accomplishments throughout his illustrious career. Sir holds a PhD in law awarded by Karnataka University, Dharwad, for his groundbreaking research on the adjudication of industrial disputes. His commitment to the field is further underscored by LLM, specialization in labor laws and a rich academic journey that includes significant contributions to various prestigious institutions. In the realm of academic administration, Sir has served in key leadership roles, including as the Acting Vice Chancellor of Karnataka State Rural Development and Panchayat Raj University, Gadar, and as the first registrar of the same institution. His administrative prowess extends to pivotal positions such as Evaluation Registrar at Bangalore University and Evaluation Registrar at Karnataka State Law University, Hubballi. Beyond administrative roles, Sir has been a beacon of guidance and knowledge as a principal, chairman, and the Dean of Faculty of Law at University Law College, Bangalore University. His extensive service to government initiatives, including contributions to policy formation and bill drafting, reflects his commitment to societal development. Acknowledged for his scholarly contributions, Sir has received numerous accolades, including the Best Research Paper Award at International Conference and a Protsaha Award for the service to his visually impaired at Shri School for the Brain. His notable publications, including books on working women rights and the law of resolution of industrial disputes, stand testament to his expertise. An active member of various administrative bodies and committees, Sir has lent his expertise to syndicates, academic councils, and finance committees of prominent universities. As a mentor, he has guided several research scholars, leading them to a successful PhD and M.Phil completions. Today, we are honored to have Professor Dr. Suresh V. Nadagoudar Sir in our midst, a stalwart whose contributions have significantly shaped the legal and academic landscape. Please join me in extending a warm welcome to our distinguished personality, scholar, administrator, and the leader, Professor Dr. Suresh V. Nadagoudar Sir. Thank you so much, sir, for being with us here today.
ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ನಮ್ಮ ಕಡೆ ಒಂದು ಮಾತಿದೆ, ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಮಗ ಹುಡ್ಬಾರ್ದಂತೆ, ಭಾಷಣದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊನೆಯ ಭಾಷಣಕಾರನಾಗಬಾರ್ದು. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ದಿವಸ ಹಾಗೆ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಜಸ್ಟಿಸ್ ಸಾಹೇಬ್ರು ನಮ್ಗೆ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಮಾತಾಡೋಕೆ ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೇನೋ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡು ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಗಳು ಅವ್ರು ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ he has very comprehensively covered almost all aspects, whatever that was to be told to the students and all who are present here. He has said his vast experience. So at the outset, I take this opportunity to congratulate the management and principal and all the faculty and students of Oxford Law College for having organized this late Shri S.Narasaraugaru Memorial2nd National Moot competition. A great soul who has laid foundation for the establishment of this particular prestigious institution. Honorable Justice Phaneendra Sir, former Judge, High Court of Karnataka, and Upalokayukta of Karnataka, is a great name in the judiciary, as he has rendered several remarkable judgments, and he is known for his integrity and commitment, and considering that he has been appointed as Upalokayukta, and it is only such people will be considered, except in some cases, as there are some exceptions. So Honorable Justice is one who has been appointed considering his honest, meritorious service, and Sir is rendering human service to the society in his relentless fight against corruption, about which he has expressed his concerns that the society is now suffering from this cancer of corruption. The president of today's function program, Shri Narasimharajugaru, a very committed person who is devoted himself for the cause of education, and considering his valuable service to the society, the University of Karnataka State Open University has honored herself by honoring Shri Narasimharajugaru with an honorary doctorate, and I congratulate you on this session. We have a very dynamic principal of the college, my own student, former student, Dr. Pragnya Patil, And in fact, this institution has been one of the very good law colleges in Karnataka. Particularly, the college has gained its momentum after Pragnya Patil taken charge as principal of the college. I think chairman sir also will endorse this. And we have a very dynamic and young faculty members. Many of them are known to us as they have been our students and research scholars and all, and other members of the faculty who are present here, and dear student Mooters who have come from different parts of the country to take part in this prestigious Moot Court competition. As sir has already mentioned that earlier during our days, of course, sir is much senior to me, even during the 90s and late 90s, we used to join the law course by chance. So now the situation has changed. You all have come to this program, this course by choice, and accordingly, the competition in the field of law has also enormously increased. So, because particularly the number of colleges have increased to a greater extent, so now it is almost 1,500 to 1,600 colleges all over the country, and we are producing several graduates. And of course, best of the brains are joining this profession. Is really a happy thing, and I congratulate all of you, because as sir has already stated that it is the lawyers who lead the country, who help the society, and lawyers are like social engineers. So for all the ills of the society, there is a answer with a lawyer, and the lawyers are required to take the challenges. They have to take the people head on many a time, and that's how the lawyers are considered as protectors of the society, protectors of the constitution. Particularly when our constitution was under threat during the emergency, it is the lawyers and the judges, great eminent judges like Justice H.R. Khanna, who has even gone to the extent of resigning from the post of the judge of the Supreme Court. So that's how lawyers plays a very prominent role in the society, and you all have become part of such a fraternity. Once again, I congratulate all of you. And particularly nowadays, the students, it's not sufficient for the law students to only study whatever that is prescribed for the syllabus. You need to study a lot to hone your skills, to have a comprehensive knowledge, because it is said that lawyer is one who knows something of everything and everything of something. Because tomorrow when you join the profession, you don't know what kind of case you come across. It may be family matter, it may be property dispute, it may be tax dispute. Nowadays we have come out with so many specializations, just like in medicine, IPR, cyber law, so on and so forth. So that's why we need to have the glimpses of everything. So that's why my sincere advice to all of you is not only to restrict yourself for the subjects which are prescribed for your syllabus or for the sake of passing the examination. So you need to make in-depth study, and also you need to have a lot of general knowledge, right? And also need to hone your communication skills. Language is very important, be it whether Kannada, English, or whatever it is. Or particularly those who want to practice in official courts, you need to have good Kannada language so that you can convince your clients. Okay, and also a judge, and particularly to convince the judge, we need to have a very good language, and that mannerism about which sir has already stated that even as per the some of the theories, that lawyer need to have tongue of a parrot. So when we speak, the judge must feel like hearing. So ಕರ್ಕಶವಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಯಾವಾಗಪ್ಪ ಮುಗಿಸ್ತೀಯಾ ಅಂತ ಜಡ್ಜಿಗೂ ಫೀಲಿಂಗ್ ಆಗಬಾರ್ದು. Okay, then judge should have height of an elephant. ಅಂದ್ರೆ and sometimes we need to be thick-skinned also, because many people will make comments. Our own client may sometimes pass comments. Judges sometimes will scold us, and also opponent advocates will be always ready to make comments. So sometimes we need to ignore. Sometimes we need to have that feeling of not being so sensitive. Okay, and we also need to have legs of mule, means as animal which can stand for a long, because in the courts the lawyers are required to stand for long hours to argue the case or to wait for their turns and all that. So these are some of the important qualities we need to hone, and this moot court competition is one of the training field, because nowadays, earlier during our time, as sir has rightly said, we never used to have such moot courts, and during such time it was not there. During our time, during 90s and all, we in the whole country there used to be few colleges who used to conduct the moot courts. In the whole country there may be 4 or 5 moot courts used to take place in a year, but now it is not so. Every law college, of course, it is mandatory as per the Bar Council of India rules and all. It's a good thing that every college is organizing a moot court, and you all have to participate very seriously and sincerely. Moot court is not an occasion to just participate for the sake of participation and to come over here and roam around, particularly in good cities like Bengaluru and all, and to go back. So even if you are you could not make it to the semi-finals, quarter-finals, semi-finals, or finals, you till the end of the program, all of you should sit in the moot hall, and you should watch the proceedings. You should watch how your other friends who have come to the semi-finals or the quarter-final or even finals. So thereby you can enhance your competency also. You can also learn. You can acquire the skills which the other your friends have honed to come to that stage, which will make you to become successful, if not now, in the future events. So with these few remarks, I take this opportunity to wish you all the best for your competition. And, in advance, best wishes for the winners, and best of luck for all those who have participated for the next time. And I once again take this opportunity to thank the chairman, sir, and also the principal and all the concerned here for providing me an opportunity to be part of this momentous occasion, and more particularly to hear a very informative and brainstorming speech of Honorable Justice Phaneendra, sir. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Dr. Suresh sir, for the insightful advice. Lawyers must know everything about something and something about everything. I hope I got that right. So that's a very insightful takeaway, and thank you for that. With that, this brings us to the last segment of our inaugural session, which is the word of thanks and felicitation of our guests. So before that, distinguished guests and all the dignitaries present, members of faculty, members of the management team of Oxford, it's with immense gratitude that I extend my thanks to each one of you for the pivotal roles that you played in making this inaugural a very grand success. So thanks to all of you, first of all. The advice that Honorable Justice Phaneendra gave us about role of lawyers as architects of the society, and he contrasted that with the role of doctors, that's clearly etched in our memories for a very, very long time. So thank you for that, sir. I now request Honorable Chairman, sir, to come forward and present a memento to Honorable Justice A.N. Phaneendra, sir, please. Please use all your energy for a big round of applause. I request the Honorable Chairman, sir, to present the memento now to Dr. Suresh Nadagoudar, sir. Let's give a big round of applause. I request the principal ma'am to facilitate Dr. S.N.V.L. Narasimharajugaru, sir. So we're very grateful to you, dear Chairman, sir, for taking your time out and coming here. Let's give a big round of applause. So this ceremony would be incomplete without thanking our Chairman, sir, for his sponsorship, commitment to the Moot Court, our principal man for her unwavering, persistent support. Late night calls, messages. She pushed us really hard to come to this level. And a lot of people that are involved. This is spearheaded by Dhanashri ma'am, Parvati ma'am, a lot of work behind the scenes and late night meetings. We met on weekends to make this all work. And all our faculty members here, Chaitra ma'am, Priyanka ma'am, everyone else present here in the front row that's seated. So thanks to all of you and thanks to all the student participants, volunteers that pulled together. It really does take a village to make this happen. Thank you everyone. Couple of announcements. For all the dignitaries present here, they are requested to join the chairman for a high tea session at a different conference room. And for all the student participants, you may take a 10-minute break and come back here again for a drawing of lots session headed by Priyanka ma'am. Okay? Thank you, and that brings us to the end. Thank you so much. Everyone, please raise at your seated locations as the dignitaries walk past, and then we'll make space for you. Yeah. For the participants, please pay attention, just 10 more seconds. There's tea and snacks arranged at the auditorium cafeteria. Please feel free to use that. It's at the back of the auditorium. And be present here in 10 minutes, please. It's a 10-minute break.
Sonali, whom did you call for? Okay, should we practice? Yeah, we practice. Okay. Then, yeah, here it's But the drawing of lots is fine, right? After that, we'll practice once and we'll say them also.
I think he is nowhere.
She's not here from the starting of the. You can't even call her.
No.
So
We have Nivedana, that's all. Okay, call Nivedana.
just call her once. At least we'll practice of.